Hey guys, and welcome to ESFI World's Week 5 coverage of NASL Season 4. Over halfway done with the group stage, players are trying harder than ever to secure their spot in the championship bracket. There were some surprising results this week, so let's take a look, starting with Division 1. Arthur had a strong week, taking his series against Rhett 2-1. This victory has kept him tied with fellow Korean DRG, who won his match against Masa 2-0. Both are vying for that comfortable third place spot. It'll be interesting to see how their records play out over the next few weeks. And Huck took out Alive 2-1, keeping him in second place, and Morrow got his first win of the season against Hasuobs, whose overall is now 0 for 2. In Division 2, Oz took out TLO 2-1, Naniwa kept up his positive record with a win against Galaxy 2-0, and Select has continued to pull out all the stops with his victory against Puma, bringing his record to 4-0 in the season. In Game 1, Select's Proxy Marauders leveled the playing field by forcing Puma to pull his CC back. But after both players had their economies in full swing, Puma's superior positioning took the game. In Game 2, Select opened with a Terran favorite, 1-1-1. Cloak Banshees pressured against Puma's early triple orbital build. Select transitioned into a full all-in, and when Puma didn't scout it, he was unable to handle the Banshees, siege tanks, and a sizable marine army, leveling the series 1-1. Game 3 was neck and neck, as Puma decided to play as safe as a Terran can. Both players opted for the 1-1-1 opening. Puma's early Vikings put a damper on any Banshee play from Select. After both players secured their naturals, Puma went for his third, at which point Select made the ingenious decision of moving his army around the vision of the watchtowers, distracting Puma's army with Banshee pressure and sieging right in front of Puma's natural, securing the game and his undefeated record. The underdog Select showed us this week that one base and other early builds aren't quite dead against the current metagame. Division 3's Violet leads the league in terms of overall wins after reaching 5-0 by defeating Gonzi this week. Division 4 saw Bishu move to third in the pool after a victory against Targa, who presently stands in last place. And Tasia, matched against Hwang Sin, took his second consecutive loss this week. In Game 1, both players opted for a more macro-centric style, favoring early expansions. After setting up their naturals, Tasia tacked on an early third, mainly producing marines out of his 3 barracks. Hwang Sin, however, went for early Colossi, countering Tasia's marine play and punishing the greedy Terran with a quick win. Game 2 saw Tasia play more cautiously. While both continued with the 1 gate and 1 racks expand, Tasia opted for more unit production before a third. Hwang Sin teched to early blink, and although his pressure favored him greatly, an error in judging Tasia's overall strength costed him a possible victory. Tasia was able to survive the pressure and properly counter Hwang Sin's heavy Colossi play later in the game. Tied at 1-1, the final game came down to Tasia's cautiousness. Opening 1 Rax Marauder against Hwang Sin's 1 gate expand, Tasia's economy was just a bit behind his opponent's. When his medevac timing hit, it wasn't enough to break down Hwang Sin's lines. Even though Tasia eventually secured a third, his inability to pressure his Protoss opponent, coupled with Hwang Sin's good force fields, costed him the series. Similarly to Select vs Puma, this game was won by an underdog, playing against the standard greedy metagame. Finally, in Division 5, Finale bested TT1 2-0, QXC lost to Sen, and MMA took down a strong Zerg opponent Demaga 2-0 in classic MMA fashion. Following his suspension, Stefano was ineligible to play his NASL match this week. Thanks for watching ESFI's NASL Season 5 coverage. Make sure you tune in next week for more recaps and replays. This is Jin, signing out.